the last conversation that he had with Foreign Minister Lavrov, I show is Tuesday, July 5th. So just earlier this week.
More on that conversation. Did the case of a U.S. diplomat or spy, however you want to define him, being beaten up outside the Russian embassy come up in that call, or in any call that you know of?
I don't have additional detail out of the call to speak to, but I can tell you that Secretary Kerry has raised our concerns about an incident involving an accredited U.S. diplomat that occurred outside our embassy in Moscow. And he did that. Oh, actually, I apologize. I do have the time. He did that in a private phone call with Foreign Minister Lavrov on the 7th of June. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I had that additional detail.
Have you had a chance to see the video that's been now posted by a Russian TV channel?
Yes, I have.
What do you make of it? Are you upset with the treatment of this diplomat?
Well, look, I'm not in a position to verify the authenticity of the video. I don't know the source of it, so I'm not in a position to verify it. I'm also not in a position to question its authenticity. And while I'm not going to speak to the specifics of any particular incident or various incidents that have occurred, I will state again that we are extremely troubled by the way our employees have been treated over the past couple of years. And we have raised those concerns at the highest levels. And harassment and surveillance of our diplomatic personnel in Moscow by security personnel and by traffic police have increased significantly, and we find this absolutely unacceptable.
And since one or two more. Since he was identified by the Russians as a spy, do you refute that allegation that he was a spy?
What I think I've just characterized him. He is an accredited U.S. diplomat.
And then lastly, why is there a Russian police presence right there in front of the very entrance? Is that a standard practice and they can, physically accost people as they enter? Is that normal procedure in most embassies?
It is typical for outside the embassy or consulate compounds. It is common practice for us to have local security forces there. Outside the compound, as you know, Marines and then even some contract security people will provide additional layers of security inside the property of the compound. But outside, this is not uncommon to have local security forces there to check IDs and that kind of thing.
And they have the right to control who enters and who doesn't into your embassy?
They have a responsibility to verify the identification credentials of individuals that are seeking to get to the next level of screening to get into our embassies. As you know, Brad, it's not this. We don't just have one set of doors that you just walk in and all of a sudden you're in. You have to go through additional screening, and so their job is to provide that layer of security on the outside of the perimeter to verify the proper credentials of somebody who is trying to get inside to the next level of security.
Isn't that local security part of Vienna? Isn't that what the U.S. does for the embassies here in Washington and for consulates, that the host country provides exterior security?
That's my understanding.
Now, in terms of how this Russian officer treated the diplomat, what is Russia's legal obligation under Vienna to hold this person accountable for his behavior?
Well, again, I'm not going to speak to the specifics of this incident, Roz. As I said the other day when we got into a round of questioning about we've been troubled over the last couple of years by the way our personnel have been treated, and we believe the way to best address this issue and deal with it is to do it government to government, and that's how we're going to keep it. We are not going to litigate this in public. Yeah.